All right, you guys, we're live. So I posted the link just like a minute ago, and we are ready to go. So if you have been chomping at the bit waiting to get this, it's now 9:02. Today is the official launch day, and I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. So this is open Q&A session number 2 at 9 a.m. We did one at 8 a.m. You can look at those on YouTube, or you can go ahead in the Facebook group and find them here. Just look up Ask Jen. So if you're trying to search a topic, just use the search bar and hit Ask Jen. So I'm slowly waking up here. We just emailed out to all of you guys, about 25,000 of you. I don't have a huge email list. I know that seems like a lot, but for most authors, I don't really focus on that. But that means that I don't spam you guys, except when we do a launch. So you'll get a lot of emails from me over the next week. But I will encourage you guys, if you want to be on that email list, because people ask me all the time, like, how do I get on the list? I just posted a link, and that link opens up to the launch of the book. But in the upper left-hand corner of that link, it says subscribe. So if you're not on that list, please get on it, because it's a fun list to be on, because I kind of give extra information on there sometimes. You never know. Okay, so what I would love to hear from you guys are, what are your questions? And again, we had a lot of great Q&A at 8 a.m. this morning. We're doing one right now, and then we're going to do another one at 11, I believe is what I told you guys. So just trying to figure out. And yeah, you guys can totally request to join the founders group. And I'm just super excited to have this book in your hands. If you are in the VLC, which is the Vitality Lifestyle Coaching Program, we are finishing out some sessions today and tomorrow. We've got 2 more days in the month, and we are on unit 5. We're finishing up that unit on personal care products. So we try to front load, and then I hit some at the end of the month as well. And that is a discounted course because it's a little disjointed. Tim was getting a message from a gal today that was just super confused about, like, where's the other units? It's because it's a year-long course, and I add them as we go. So we are on unit 6 starting next month. And there's 11 units, so it's a lot. So I have all sorts of lipstick. So here, this is a good one. It's not super shiny though. I put it on earlier this morning. So now it's shinier. And I can't remember, Abundance. Is that what the name of the Savvy Minerals Abundance? So a little more shiny now. I know, you guys, that's a good question. There you go. What lipstick are you wearing? Okay, let's see if what questions you have, because this is only a 15-minute session, 20-minute session, but I do want to help answer some questions. What I did was posted in the post on the launch, because you guys are asking me, like, what is in the book, right? What is the new stuff that is in the book? And so I tried to list it out as good as I could, if I could remember. Maybe my editors can tell me what else is in there. But the supplements, desk reference, and Facebook, I just love Facebook. It's not showing me the live post. But here's what I'm going to ask your help for. There it is, supplements, desk reference. Would you guys do me a favor? Because we don't do heavy marketing. What that means is I am an independent author, and I educate you guys for free all the time. I hope that this week has been a massive amount of content for you, and that you feel good about all of it and are excited about this book. Obviously, I would give these away for free if I could, but we can't give books away for free to everyone, right? So my ask for you guys, if you wouldn't mind, because I absolutely adore you guys, and the dog is still chewing on random things. He finds everything. He finds as many things as he possibly can to just chew on. So good times. Thank you, Yvonne. She's on. I think we got one viewer on. Yeah, one viewer on YouTube Live. Seriously, you guys, I got to figure out the YouTube Live thing, but it's a crack up to me. So, and so basically, my question to you guys, if you wouldn't mind helping, is you can go over to my Jen O'Sullivan author page, or just select that link. So if you see the supplements desk reference link, and I will put it here in the live video as well. So here you go, Yvonne. And if you guys wouldn't mind doing me a huge favor and just posting that link around, like in your groups and on your page, just to say, hey, this is a book I'm excited about, and you can tag me in it if you want. But I would love to see those up around. What I'm going to do is pick somebody who randomly tags me in their post, and out and about. What you can do is on this post, right? And again, I'll make a new post for you guys because it's kind of confusing. But I would love you to tag me in it, and I will love to give a free book to some random person. So that's always helpful, but it's awesome when you guys help me get the word out. So thank you, Yvonne. She's like, I will share it all over. So I love that. And let's see what questions we have, because I don't know. Okay, so here's a question. Hi from Romania. Very cool. So Mariana's here from Romania. That's awesome. Angie asks, you spoke about supplements that support hormone support. Are there any that block hormones? Oh, shoot, the question just disappeared. That's always fun when it's live. It just blocks the thing, blocks hormones except like estrogen. So there are none that block them, but Endogize helps to, yeah, there are none that block them. So that's your question. Endogize helps kind of lower certain things like cortisol and stuff because of the ashwagandha root. I would be curious for you to look up ashwagandha root and see if it helps with specifically blocking estrogen. I haven't heard of that though, and I'm assuming it's because you have something that has estrogen dominant thing that you want to kind of be aware of. So our hormone supplements, typically the ones with the pregnenolone and DHEA, help support the proper production of hormones. So, but none of them that I know of block hormones. That's an interesting question. I'm glad you brought the book, Sue. Yay, I'm glad that you enjoy my teaching and all that stuff. So it's a super fun. We have a good time. Okay, I would like to ask you about K&B. My mom is currently using it, but I haven't really found more testimonials. Her K are just working 32%. I don't know what that means, her K. Do you mean her vitamin K? So I'm not entirely sure what your question is, but and I can't answer specific questions that are, I know you guys are going to start asking me all sorts of things like, we have an itchy bumpy rash, what should we use? I can't answer that. I'm not a doctor, so be very aware of that. Let's talk about that for a second, because I want you guys to be aware of how things work with the fact that I am a distributor for Young Living. I'm not a doctor. I don't carry errors and omissions or liability insurance, and that's a super important thing to understand. And this sad dog is still chewing things. I guess I just have to work through the chewing. It's a crack up. So we have to be aware of the fact that you guys are going to be really making sure that you're, looking up things for yourself and figuring out what, there we go. Let's get that out of his mouth. You sit with me, Bubba. You want to say hello to everyone? Say hello. He's still a puppy. Okay, so you're going to want to make sure that you're paying attention to what's going on, what that person is taking. The comment went up, so I can't actually grab it now. But the thing about it is when you're dealing with rashes, I did a whole post on this. 9 times out of 10, it's stress related, so be aware of that. Sometimes it's a product of the fact that she might be acidic in her body, which means she needs to start alkalinizing her body. You can take alkaline, but you can also just eat lots of veggies. And that's an important thing to remember, that, a lot of you guys start kind of shaming or blaming supplements for it when it's really you that's kind of not eating well, not getting enough sleep, maybe taking a lot of pharmaceuticals, all those things that make your body acidic. And if there's any extra stress in your life, which is probably what's happening, right? Did someone pass away? Did you move recently? Is there some sort of life event, life change going on? That's something to consider, because that's usually why we have rashes. It's not, and we have rashes to products, right? And that's what's funny is you'll say, okay, but every time I put this oil on or use that product, oh my gosh, he's so funny, you guys. Out you go. He's at that age where he's just getting into everything, and it's a crack up to me, but also a little irritating. So that's where you will want to consider the fact that the products you're using will interact with the cortisol levels in your body and potentially have some sort of fireworks happen. So I know that that's that wasn't really your question, but that hopefully will help. Okay. Okay, so this question came up because we talked about this the other day. When you mentioned drinking enough water, and I did say, like, be careful about drinking too much, like reverse osmosis. And I know a lot of you guys have reverse osmosis filters, and that's an interesting thing because, again, I know like the Berkey filter is reverse osmosis. Alkaline water, right? So if you look at alkaline water, alkaline itself is a good thing because it's basically remineralizing the water. And I think that that's the issue here. So if we look at like reverse osmosis, the dictionary definition is a process by which a solvent passes through a porous membrane in the direction opposite to that for natural osmosis when subjected to hydrostatic pressure greater than osmotic pressure. Okay, so the thing is, and it's an interesting science behind it, and I think that the Berkey filters are cool. You've got like basically pressure coming down. There's a membrane there that is pushing the water that is potentially contaminated, right? So you take your water from the tap, and you'd have this pressure that goes through, and then you have lower contaminated concentration. Okay, so that's great, and I think that's fine. It's the same thing like I have a filter in my garage that filters everything out, and the thing is, we're still drinking then city tap water that has just been decontaminated. And what I'm looking for, and the Berkey system is great. So I know a lot of you guys have that, and it's fine. The thing about it for me is that I'm looking for high mineral content water that is alkaline. And the alkaline comes from the minerals. And a lot of people don't realize that simply drinking mineral spring water is alkaline. It's on the alkaline side. And so it's something where that's up to you. You know, we have down here in Carlsbad, we have Carlsbad water, and you can drive down there and have a glass jug, so there's no plastic, and you can bring that to your house and drink that, and it's perfect. I just, rather than like filtering my water out with the contaminations and all of that weird stuff, which is good to do, obviously, and some of you, that's what you need and use, it's fine. I am just of the mindset of looking to get natural, not city water that's filtered, but natural spring water that is full of the beautiful stuff that's in it that you want. When we are pulling out all the minerals and not using stuff that is good, like, because city water, if you start looking into what they actually do to that stuff, it's it's kind of like it's kind of, and this is not a great example, but it's kind of like when you spray bleach or something onto your countertops, it's killing the bacteria, but the bacteria is still just kind of hanging out there. So it's like, yeah, the reverse osmosis is like filtering it out, but it's there's nothing good in there. It's just sort of like dead water. So I hope that makes sense. Alkaline water is better for you. I use specifically aligned water. I've taught you guys online how to make your own aligned water. It's an interesting process. You can look up some of the studies that were done. I think there was a Nobel Prize winning thing that happened about, I think it was Chernobyl. There was a small little town just outside of where all that went down, and like all the radiation like everybody within miles, right, died from the radiation. And this one little town was fine, and they were the only town that was fine and thriving. And everyone was like, what's going on? And it turned out because what was it? The actual source of their water was aligned water, and it was aligned naturally because of the waterfall they were drinking from and how the rocks were formed where the waterfall was. So it's all very interesting, interesting stuff. So hopefully that helps. And again, this is an open Q&A with me, and we are supplements week. We just launched the supplements desk reference, which so many of you guys have been waiting for and begging me for, and we sold out in one day at convention, and it's just been amazing. So okay. Marty's asking about wanting to know more about oils with dogs. I have a show dog. I love that. Yeah, if you email my husband, he's not answering questions. He doesn't answer questions. So just so you are aware. He replied, I suppose, but yeah, he can't. And again, there are books that I recommend based on, and my dog is now going ballistic downstairs at somebody who's outside. And I don't know who, but I have a friend coming over at 9:30, but that would be early. So if she's here early, I can't help you. So for sure, there's some animal desk references that you can look at, but I don't have, like, this is a brand new dog to me. We haven't even had him a year. And so I'm giving you protocols that I know that I've been working with a specific vet for. And Lisa Wilkerson is in the group, The Human Body and Essential Oils. I would highly recommend searching her name and looking up her, content. But I did work with her and several other people on 3 different dog protocols. So one of them is a digestive support protocol, and it uses Ningxia Red, Essential Zyme, KNB tincture, and Life9. Again, these are typically what most dog users use. We even did some horse protocols and some cat protocols. Another one would be a healthy coat, like if it's a show dog and you're looking for like shiny hair. Ningxia Red, Sulfur Zyme. I recommend the capsules only, but a lot of dog users do use the Sulfur Zyme powder. And the reason that is stevia is not a bad thing for dogs, but stevia, too much of it can be a problem, right? It can cause constipation. So it's already in Ningxia Red. So I'm like sort of wanting to figure out how we can split that. So just stick the stupid capsule in the meal. The dogs just eat that stuff down anyways. So that's easier for you rather than using the powder, which dogs typically don't. I mean, your dogs, everybody's dog is a little bit different, but try different things. And omega dyes and mineral essence. So I feel like it's just easier to put the capsules in their food bowl because they don't really pay attention when they start eating. And then there's a mobility support. So dogs that have, kind of achy joints and stuff would be Ningxia Red, Agile Ease, and Sulfur Zyme capsules only. Again, I'm saying capsules only just because we want to kind of limit the natural sweeteners. So, and I don't know what Marty's asking. So about, and maybe that's not Marty, maybe it's a woman on a man's account, because I don't know. What was her name? I don't know what that was too. Lisa Wilkerson. That was your question. Sorry. So hopefully that's helpful to you guys. All right. So let me see. I mean, we're a little bit past. We want to try and keep these under 20 minutes. Let me just double check if there's any other question that I can answer on Facebook. How to get my book in Malaysia. So international, you may order these. I am coming to Singapore on October 19th, and I will have these here. So if you have, and I know some of the people in Malaysia are flying down to see me. So if you have a friend that's coming, that's sold out. We are at 900 people. That's the max the venue will hold. And we sold out of that event. I'm the keynote speaker there. I'm speaking a couple different times. I think like probably 2 or 3 times, 2 times for sure. But, and I'm going to be doing a book signing, and I will have several books. I will have this book, I think the Truth book, I think the Make and Take book. So we'll see. Plus Singapore, my friends, I've made you guys a Singapore oil card. So it's these. So you guys know that we carry these great essential oil PSK cards that are like fold out. So I created one. I got it approved from Singapore Conduct over there. They're all excited about it. So we're going to be bringing those as well. So if you have somebody going to that, maybe get them to get a book. But you can also order one. I think the shipping is like $12 or $13. It's one book. It weighs just under a pound. It's 15 ounces. It's what the shipping costs. We can't get it any lower. It is what it is. So It goes to the United States Postal Service first class. It's the only way we can get through customs without it being too much. So a big box is like $75 to ship. It's such a pain. So we don't typically ship that because a lot of times they get lost. Yeah, you can put Ningxia Red on top of their food or in their water. So for sure you can do that. Is it necessary? Okay, if taking master formula, is it necessary to take other supplements? Okay, so that's a good question. And in the back of the book, there's a lot of different content. And actually, I forgot to mention that this was updated as well. But there's an allergies and special notes section. And it goes on for, I think, 3 pages. So it's giving you basically all the icons and what they mean, and then the actual notes to them, like, you know, what supplements contain potential gluten, and it goes into why and what those are. Master formula, so that would be the supplements that may be duplicates section. That's on page 191. So here's my answer to that, and I'll just read it from the book. Master formula has B, like a full B complex, vitamin C, and the whole veggie complex, you know, from the spectra. So duplicates could be like Super B, Super C tablets, and multigreens. Okay, it's not a duplicate if you're taking Super C chewables. That's a completely different supplement, so just know that. But it could be Super B, Super C tablets, and multigreens. Okay, so here's the problem with that. And I said, please, you know, please, what did I say? Please determine your own personal needs. Even though they might be duplicates, I can't tell you how many people I know who take Master Formula and take Super B, because Super B has far more B, like it's a larger supplement amount. So it's really up to you. And the Spectra greens are different than the multigreens. So if you were to compare what's in Spectra, which you can do in this book, you can literally look up Master Formula and see the full outline of what veggies are in Master Formula compared to what greens are in the multigreens. So that's hopefully helpful to you guys to be able to cross-reference and see what is right for you. There's not a lot that I would say really are duplicates, even though I say those could be. The C tablets, I would say maybe you don't need, but I would do the Super C chewables, because that's completely different. Okay, so that's it for our 9 o'clock session. If you didn't get your question answered, just come back again. I'm going to be back on at 11, and we'll get more questions answered. And again, I'll be here on YouTube Live and on our main Facebook page. I did post a chance to win some free stuff, so please go ahead and check that out. It's on my author page and on the Facebook group. So I'm going to give out as much as I can today, and just free stuff. And you guys are awesome. So the cart is open officially. And I will be going over some of the stuff that is available in that cart later today. But do know that the all book bundle you guys have been asking for, that is a $50 discount on the all book bundle. So you can get all 8 of my books plus a 9th extra that is in there. So that's exciting. So you're going to get like all of that for a really good price. And then for $70, normally $120, a little over $120. And then also we have an all the things box, and we don't do this too often. And you guys have begged me to bring this back because it's really like for people who are brand new business builders, and you're going to get a bunch of stuff. And that is basically taking a 30% discount off of the top. And that's a big savings for many of you guys who are just starting out and don't want to spend like $260. You're getting it for like $195. So, and it's a big box of everything you need. It literally contains everything we carry. And that's what's fun about those boxes. So yes, thank you, Marty. Have a blessed day. I'm wondering if this is an actual Marty, but maybe not. Marty, maybe let me know if this is you or your husband's account. We had a guy win on the live YouTube, and it turned out it was a girl just using her husband's account. So I was like, okay, you never know. But thanks again, you guys. And the link is in everywhere. So you guys should be able to find the books and find what you want. And I am excited for you guys. I'm excited for all of this. It's super. Oh, I am a girl. See, Marty. Oh, is your name Marty though, as a girl? So maybe that's the name. So I'm assuming that's a shortened name then. Sorry, I just keep thinking like, isn't it Back to the Future? Marty was the person. I don't know any Martys. Maybe that's a girl name then. I like it. I like it when like girls like Andrea and she goes by Andy. I think that's super cute. I've always wanted to be an Andy, but I like it. All right. Martha, see, super cute. So she's Martha and it's Marty. She goes by Marty. Cool. Very good. Well, Marty, you're my girl now. All right. Thanks for the questions, and we'll see you guys at 11 a.m. So it's 9:30 right now, 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am in California, so if you're ever trying to figure out what time it is, just like, what time is it in California? And if I post a time, that's the time it is. All right, you guys. We'll see you soon, and have an absolutely blessed day. Take care.